Well, I'm interested in asking artists that have been coming to Baltimore Theater Project, certain ones, local and even ones that come through on grants, to consider that while they're performing, they have the opportunity to actually do more to both cultivate an audience for whatever performance work they're doing, but also be a resource for community members, be a resource for artists in terms of training, and even, of course, post-show dialogues, which is a minimum of what you might do beyond just the show. What we're trying to do as a group is get community members themselves who might be non-identified artists,
Right.
they might just be citizens, but to discover the artist in them. So what are we asking artists, our communities to do? To actually make their own culture via and we're bringing craft, or just looking at story or issue, or looking at, and not always being in struggling communities, for example, not always being deficit-minded. It's not
Right.
about lack of housing, lack of jobs. What they want is to celebrate that kind of universal, poetic, human thing,
Right.
too, and have art, and it's not just for young people, it's for elders and middle-aged folk, but it's hard because people work, but how do we want to go in and actually say what stories need to be told, what culture needs to be created. So what we're asking community to do really is to be artists, and what we want artists to do is to go into the community with us.
I'm Mike Hickey, and I'm with Gateway Performance Productions, a mask theater and mime company. Well, we use masks as deep resonance tools, basically, everything we do. It's funny, we have spent a great deal of time, partly because of the political culture we live in, doing residencies and workshops in places that are hard up, We've got a long history of working on reservations and inside urban centers all over the place. But that's not what we're doing. We're not teaching literacy. We're not teaching kids about pregnancy. We're not La Leche. We're none of those community outreach things that are very important. We only deal with one thing, and that's people's spirits, basically, and that thing that gets released in art. And nobody can come to our shows and be a spectator. The nature of mask, we could go on to it, but it would take too long, forces everybody to participate.
Yeah.
So everybody, either quietly in their seats, and sometimes not so quietly, or actively doing it, is a participant. And I really agree with this idea. It doesn't matter. Socioeconomic things are irrelevant. All that matters is that, I don't care, you can be the CEO of a corporation. There may be an artist in you that you don't know is there.
Right.
And you need to have that for your soul's sake. Simple as that,